to the home of the Ohio State. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Owls' offense will be first on the attack. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So,
nowhere to go. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running to Green.
Return is tackled out at the 41.
So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're
Turning it on!
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick, because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Looking downfield, it's Denson. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And this one started out kind of bizarre, haven't it? Like you got the defense that put 2 on the board. Now the special teams adds 3. All we need next is the defense to score. And wait a minute. Hey, guys, are we in Iowa?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The give to the single back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Unloads to the wide out. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had 1 game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Makes one man miss. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Reads it, fires complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He'll keep it himself. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Looking to fire. Works the middle. Tripped up for the tackle. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Might as well give it to him again. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Hold and finds his man on the left. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looking to throw, it's Denson. He's going for it all. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The inside handoff. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Trying play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll test the right side. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gets it out fast. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Spins away from the defense. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Zings it complete to the right.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Makes the grab. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. End off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Looking to throw, it's Denson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Rourke. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kennesaw State right back to work. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Holds it in on the left. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Took them nearly the entire first half, but finally a red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defender. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Made a defender miss. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. It's complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Brings up second and goal.
They'll run it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection on third down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. To the air, it's Bishop. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He'll keep it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Bishop. Quick strike complete. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's third and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Flying down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Coming out with it, it's Davis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. To the air, it's Bishop. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes the catch. It's Daly. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Shakes off the defender.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Kennesaw State.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to throw, it's Bishop. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his second sack here today.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets Rouge, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The RPO, it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick spin on the run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Daly. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Looking to pass, it's Bishop. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Lavelle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
3rd down coming.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking to throw, it's Bishop. Got it in the middle, it's Pettis.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking for space. It's Pettis. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Got it behind the line. It's Pettis. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Rides the back on the option, the give. Fighting off the defender. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll pull it on the read. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.